Hi, everyone. I am Lauren Konkar-Sheehy, the Executive Director of the Garden State Film Festival, and with me is David Schoner, the Associate Director of the New Jersey Motion Picture and Television Commission.
You got it,
Everyone
yes.
just wants to shorten it and say film.
I know, everyone does.
Yeah.
Everyone says it's the New Jersey Film Commission. But
You know,
one of the exciting things also, besides being on the board of the Garden State Film Festival, is I am also the chair of the screenplay competition. So it's a lot of fun there too.
a lot of fun. And we're here with the fantastic Ming as usual. Thank you so much for being here.
Yay, man!
Anytime, guys. Anytime. Love being back.
Woo! And we're here to talk about the Garden State Film Festival 2023. It's our 21st anniversary. But with us today is our special guest and best friend forever, Donald B. Kravitz, Getty Images photographer and amazing, outstanding photographer. Hi, Don.
Hi.
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good.
So everyone knows photographs are the universal language of our era. How many people are taking selfies right now, in 5 in a row? Mastering a tool that calls to our attention to the things we miss in our everyday lives and our attention to events and people at a great distance from our own section of the universe. Photographers are dedicated, passionate individuals who bring a vision we would otherwise not see. The work of Donald B. Kravitz has been showcased around the world in publications including Rolling Stone magazine, USA Today, New York Post, New York Daily News, as well as billboards, and on buses and hundreds of additional magazines and newspapers. Among Don's collection includes celebrities such as Mary J. Blige, Sting, Foreigner, Usher, Pitbull, Slash, Aerosmith, Rod Stewart, Billy Idol, Hart, Jason Aldean, among many, many others.
I have to tell you, Don,
Yeah.
you are my entire childhood.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh
I don't
my
want to
gosh.
cut.
No, that's okay.
There's so much more, but Don, you are my childhood.
We're just thrilled with all of your work, especially as a special event photographer. We've been on the front lines, camera operators and the behind the scenes, and we know how important it is to have a photographer. You know, when we look back at all of the great celebrity photos and they're like, man, there was a photographer there, just getting them hanging out, the behind the scenes and on the stage. So it's so important, and we are thrilled to have you and to be honoring you with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Garden State Film Festival.
That's where I am, and I am still in awe.
Oh my gosh, we can't do what we do without you, and it's, you know, just so important. I know I keep saying it's important, but when you look back, everyone now is kind of still doing video, but now it's 2 seconds because our brains aren't working. But the photos are really what lives on forever. You know, you go and print the photos out and have them on the wall. Look at all behind you. Those are great memories. I'm sure as soon as you look, you have all the memories flashing before you, knowing what you were doing at each moment.
That's the one. And the one is space. You don't see the other view wall full of Elton John and Stevie all McCartney, Ringo, and Lady Gaga, and Madonna. So there's a wall that you don't.
That's amazing, and I love that. And we can't leave out Carol. So your wife, Carol, that you've been married to for over 36 years. We love Carol, and we're always excited to see the both of you come to the Garden State Film Festival.
She does hard, making sure that subject is in position. There's no error in their pace. So I think it's easy. She does.
That's great. So when you were younger, did you know that there was something special about taking photographs and something that sparked or ignited that in you, or did it come later?
Yeah, I started. I used to print in my library, and I'm exposed to it, and it became something that permitted to be very fulfilled.
The one thing I wanted to ask you, Don, when you're talking about taking photos and stuff like that, back everything was not instantaneous the way it is right now. Everything is instantaneous. We talk about this, and our brains last 2 seconds on a video. But what was one of the things that you did when you were taking a photo? Because you wouldn't know how that photo was going to turn out. I mean, it's a craft to begin with. But what was your mindset when you were taking that photo? Because you wouldn't know until you got it developed.
Well, you don't know any error at that. And when we get home, I would surrender to a land press and negatives, and then through the negative, right upload to get. So at that time, with the guests, it was like a 3 or 4 hour process.
Right.
And then the time getting. Once and then the digital.
I know. Don, I'm just going to see if you can put your microphone a little bit closer to you.
Now, is it better?
Yeah, that is better.
That actually is,
perfect. Yeah, that's great.
That's great.
I know. And thank goodness, like at Brookdale Community College, we still have the photography department and the classes.
Right.
And it's like, I feel like these kids today need to know the process. The same thing with video editing. You can do a Control-Z now. But before you couldn't. You needed to know before in advance if you were going to do a dissolve, make a freeze frame, do the dissolve, and like hop on one leg and do everything. And with photography, doing everything in the dark room. And it's important for, I think, our younger generation to understand how it came to be and how you learn the rules in order to then break them once you could. But the shots that you take and the moments, that's also, I think it's very intuitive. And David, you love photography. So that intuition inside you of knowing, like, let me get this, let me get that. How does that come to you?
Well, Norm, you always look for the after match. If you're going to see a golf swing club, it's not swing court. It's the station he made when they see the ball to the right, to the left, or they throw the club in an angle. So you always wait for the after.
Yeah.
Well, that's really very interesting when you think about that, because most people would not think that way, Don. Most people would not think,
like, get it.
Yeah, get it. You have to get it. No, you're waiting for that moment that's right after it happens that is capturing something a little bit more special.
Yeah, that's amazing. What we always ask, for someone who is thinking about considering this as a career, what kind of information do you have for them?
Well, they have to start out and find what genre they want. Do they want to do an entertainment, sport, dancing, birding? So they're all different avenues of photography. One will make them happy, and one they will be excellent at.
That's true.
That's it is right, Don. It's interesting you talk about that in the scope of photography, because it's even in the scope of the filmmaking business or everything. There's a something very special, and there is a difference. And one of the things that I love about your photography is that, is it the event stuff? Is it where do you see yourself? Because doing editorial for a newspaper and capturing live on the scene of something going on is completely different from filming, photographing an event. There's a different mindset to it.
Or the World Series winning, or the Philadelphia Phillies. Yeah.
That's it should be new. In the business, it's called run and gun.
Yeah. Right.
Shoot it and go. It's a very difficult thing, but once you master it, you can really at it. As many of the photos for the big newspapers are.
I still want to go back to the concept, Don, that obviously you perfected your craft before this digital platform right now. And obviously also when you're taking still photos on with negatives, you're not taking 57 photos because it's not there. And so there is, and I appreciate you sharing with us the art of when you grab that moment, you're looking for that moment, and then you start taking those photographs. I think that's important. Unlike what we do today, in some ways, we just photograph the entire sequence,
and they're all blurry.
and yes, and they don't work. What you were
like
doing
this.
was a craft. Yes, you were doing it's a very particular craft, and there's a lot of creativity in it because you're not
still
just
are, yeah.
Well, the black and white when you first started. If you were lucky, you had a 12 to move to 24. So you had 4 shots to cast what you needed to cast. So as you took a fair group of shots and close up to the further back, and then you develop, you kind of hope that one of the 24, or 2 of the 24 were sharp and were really, so you have to learn through that process and learn thing in the lab with the back and learn that teaches you what you need the end result.
once again, it goes back to the craft. What he's talking about.
Yeah, it goes back to the craft.
It's
the
not like
shadow
today.
And the light. Yeah.
Today, once again, I keep on stressing that. I don't want to, overstress it, but at the same time, what you're doing,
it's different.
It's
so we
different.
have to. Yeah.
Well, there's a difference from those people who want to do this and those people who want to do this as a hobby. The people who want to do this as a career have to develop the craft. You have to figure out thousands of those kind of no coming next because you've done it so well.
Right. Even
And
like
those who want to do this hobby just take photos, they get in a group.
I think you can feel it too in the photo. Like Jeff Crespi we had at the film festival. Oh my God, he takes amazing close-ups. I always like to have the wide shot, the close-ups, and everything, so that we can have everything.
Well, that's your editor personality.
I know. Sorry. But yeah, you can feel it in the work. You can feel even when it comes to the color.
I think in a way you can feel it, and I think it goes back to one of the things that I know Lauren and I love about you and really appreciate, and other people do, to be fair. One of the people we appreciate about your craft, Don, and what makes you so special is there is a lot of factors that go into photographing that image, and it's not just willy-nilly.
Yeah, you had to have from doing so much. You
Right.
start to develop when you an actor or an entertainer starting to dance across the stage. You kind of when they're jump, you got this is the right, and many times when you're shooting somebody who knows that you are, they will make sure that they will do the shot and they will use the take when they look. So the close-ups of entertainment are most you look over to see you, and then they look towards taking everybody.
That's awesome. Like, so even for you, working with Pitbull several times, Madonna, Lady Gaga, Kim Kardashian, tell us about last night.
Well, last Pitbull is hard rock. It's sold out. He's there tonight. And Pitbull was energetic. It is loud. The audience knew to it. It's exciting. And he pulled out fun. I did what I needed to do, and I sort of stepped back and let the audience do what it needed to do.
That's great when you can feel that energy and the synergy.
I was going to say, Don, because really what you're doing is you're also, Pitbull's doing a performance, but you're also capturing his personality of that performance. It's, you can just capture an artist on stage, but you're doing much more than that.
Well, once he's so active, stage, you stand the microphone and just sings the ballad.
Yeah.
He's moving all the time. You kind of have, like, Oren, you have to read it, and while he's you gotta be ready.
That's what it's about.
That's true. And then I don't want to leave out that you've also done so much work for nonprofits such as the New Jersey Special Olympics, the Sunshine Foundation, and the Heart of Surfing, where you were a board member and the Children's Miracle Network of the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So you're all over the place.
I'm a member of the service. That now, because Sweden in the summer, in city, Vandenberg, all the way down the coast, the hard surfing, white, people, this is the police. So that they come down, we do 100 to 150 kids through.
Wow.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah. And last year, Hard joined in, and they provided more surfers, and they provided volunteers, and step up again and do it again this year.
Oh, good for them. That's great. It makes a difference. People don't realize when you have a nonprofit, any help that you can get is so important. That's so great.
And especially for young people or people with disabilities, even in that nonprofit world, because you need to really go overstep and really go into it to give them all the abilities to make it happen.
Well, that's very, very hard. Get it? You have to put some of the who are not ambulatory on the board, and they walk in the water, turn around, walk away, perfect. It's to see the smiles you get. I do it again. Can I do it again? It's one of the things that's very irritating.
That's so nice.
That is great, Don. And it's just the wonderful thing is it's just another thing, an aspect about you that I know the Garden State Film Festival appreciates, and it's also another reason why you're so deserving of this award, because you're the whole package, you're the full deal, whether it's creatively working and also helping nonprofits out.
We can't forget about Miss America.
Yes.
I was Miss America for 33.
Right.
It's probably the nice things that I have with it, because it's fairly, they're not running around, they only shoot the only time it's important. But people are very wonderful. I am friendly with most of the we talk, we on the phone, email, and if any time I need support, like I did one, to make she couldn't be more easy and do it.
That's so great. That is great.
That's amazing.
And Miss America, Miss America is New Jersey. I don't care what anyone says, and it's a big component of us and who we are. And
hairspray right now.
And it's great to hear that, Don, because we see them. And I know it's a huge component about them, about character and personality and stuff like that. And it's so wonderful to find out that, whenever something's going on that you need them to step up and help a little bit with any sort of charity or any sort of thing, they do that. That's really very heartfelt.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever you do, people, like Miss America is
right.
Volunteers that have this is 1921, all Miss America, and this really in the world.
Right, and we've had Miss New Jersey at the Garden State Film
Yes.
Festival, Miss Monmouths, and we're always excited to have them with us. We are so thrilled to be honoring you. It's our pleasure to know you and Carol, and we really can't thank you enough. I don't know if I can say it any other way. We love you so much.
We do.
And we're thrilled that you'll be with us once again in Asbury Park, March 23rd to the 26th. And on the 26th of March, Sunday, we'll be honoring you with your award at the awards dinner. And there are still a few tickets left. So
Yes.
everyone, it usually sells out very fast. If you want to get your tickets, go to gsff.org and get your awards banquet tickets. It's like a wedding.
Yes.
There's a cocktail hour. We're all dressed up. We have a seated meal. We have gluten-free, vegan, all the things your heart desires. But we're so excited. And we have a multi-day event, March 23rd to the 26th, taking place in Asbury Park and Cranford, New Jersey. There is really something for everyone.
There is, and the wonderful thing is you can, like I said, there's some tickets left to the awards, and you can come out and meet
Yeah,
all
they
our
are.
wonderful honorees, and also come out and you can talk to Don about photography and
Yeah.
his experiences. The stories are so great, and I've known you forever, my friend, and it's so it's so fitting.
It's so fitting. And I'm hoping that we can do this again in person at the festival
Yes,
with Ming.
yes,
Yeah, that would be great.
Before I
Yeah.
want to thank the Gardens for even considering this. And I appreciate how hard you guys work to get this festival going and the board is astounding. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Don gets to see us twirling and whirling and not understanding how all this happens because it's so few of us that make it all come together. So we really appreciate that, and just we salute you, bravo, and we really can't wait. It'll be here soon. We can't wait to be in person with you, and Ming will be set up.
Yes,
He's scheduling that. I'm
Yes.
not. So
We're-
he's gonna
yeah.
schedule everything.
and Ming will make sure, Don, that you are there live in person and being taken care of in a way, and we'll be able to be interviewed during the festival, which will be fun.
That would be great. So I hope all of you come down to Asbury Park and Cranford, New Jersey. Don, thank you so much again for being with us here, being with us at the festival, and our love to Carol.
Yes.
Thank you.
So that's all the time we have for today. For more information and tickets, go to gsff.org. We're Garden State Film Festival, and we love you, and we're looking forward to seeing you soon in person.
Yes. It's going to be great.
Peace out.